Welcome back to another episode of the Boss Woman Network podcast. Today I have Miss Courtney Christten with OM2H Creative Studios and Allow Yourself Grace podcast. She also has a podcast.
Yes.
Boss Woman Network brings together powerful conversations with women who are shaping culture and breaking barriers and building legacy. But before we get into everything, let me give a quick update on Boss Women Network. Starting January 2026, Boss Women Network will officially be rebranding to CEOSS. This shift reflects the evolution of the movement, blending power, peace, presence, and process. I also created the CEOS experience, and that is my signature system where I help women automate their businesses using operations and show up with more grace and freedom. So before we dive in, go to LeilaniAnderson.com to learn more about the CEOS experience where you can automate your business and free up some of that time because it's hard being a boss and you have to do everything. Put those systems and automations and AI in place. Smooth sailing. All right. So now today's guest embodies everything we love around here: purpose, mental health, creativity, entrepreneurship. I'm excited to welcome Miss Courtney Christten today. She's a counselor, podcaster, studio owner, and the visionary behind OM2H Creative Studios and Allow Yourself Grace. So, Courtney, let's get started today.
Yes, let's get into it. Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
I'm so glad to have you here. So let's start with your story. You had over 10 years in education.
Yeah.
And now you run your own studio, podcast, and the counseling platform. What inspired you to merge that creativity with purpose and to launch your business?
Well, the studio, my husband has been engineer but he was an engineer for a long time, but his background is like graphic design, 3D animation, editing. And so we just took my love for education and his love for editing and being a creative, and we merged the two, naturally. They all kind of go hand in hand. So we both have the thing that we do in the business. So we do run the studio together.
Okay.
And so that's kind of how I got into that space. But the more I work with people, the more I love it. And so we also have another side of that where we get to teach people, so I still get to do what I love, but I'm merging it with what he loves. And so I love that for us. And so just teaching people how to take their intellectual property, package it, and ultimately monetize it so that you can have residual income. So that's kind of where we're moving to, really, with AI and all the other good stuff. So you want to make sure that, as y'all can see, we have multiple streams.
You've got to have multiple
You
streams.
have to have it, y'all. Man. And I was just looking, not to get off topic, but we have so many people unemployed. And so I think in order to keep the economy going, like, we have to be able to automate and use what we know to make money. So
that is so true. I think I posted something on Threads. We have, I think it's either between 300 and 500,000 Black women that are unemployed or either stepping back from the workforce. I think it has something to do with DEI and all these changes that's taking place. And that's hard because I actually know several women that have told me that it is hard right now to find employment. So goodness, I hope something changes for their businesses that they establish just take off.
Yeah.
Including ours.
Right. Then we might be able to hire you.
Yes, exactly. You say that your nieces and nephews inspire you. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about legacy. What do you want them and other young people watching to see when they look at the life that you're building?
I want them to see that, anything is possible. Like, anything you put your mind to, because all of this starts with mindset. Like, you can have all of the education, you can have all of the money, but if your mindset isn't intact and you're not, like, focused, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And then learning how to keep God first, because he comes before anything. And I think what I'm learning right now in my business and what I want to show my nieces and nephews is that seeking him. Because I think we have a tendency to normalize hustle. And so we're always in this, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. I gotta pivot. I'm not making money.
Yep.
You know, like we're in this state of showing anxiety, showing hypertension because your blood pressure's up, like all the things, instead of he already gave us the blueprint and he's waiting for us. And so I think when we learn how to lean in more to him, my word for the last couple months has been surrender. So that's all God's been telling me, like surrender, surrender, surrender. And so I think teaching them how to surrender all their plans to him, because it's never going to go how we plan it, but he will make sure that whatever you ask in his name, you will get. And so I think just modeling that for them and, you know, exposing them to nice things. Like, I think it's okay to expose kids to nice things, but also teach them the work ethic behind it.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm so passionate about it. And I work with adolescents with counseling and just making sure you build a relationship and that you never not be transparent. So that's kind of where I'm at. And I think that's where kids learn to, like, man, I can really go talk to this person because they're relatable.
Right.
Because parents struggle with that. They struggle with being relatable. And it's understandable because you want to be looked at as an authoritative type parent, but also too, we got to be real. We got to be relatable.
True.
So,
and those kids do not want to talk to their parents.
They don't.
Like, I tried to talk to my teenage daughter and she's like she does not want to talk to me. She can talk to my older son, but she does not want to talk to me. Sometimes I can get her to open up, but you know, kids think the parents are
don't
lame.
understand. They think y'all don't understand. Yeah. No,
kids.
I don't. I don't. And it's crazy because I just had a session before I got here with one of my kids, and she was just saying her mom was saying the same thing. Yes. Like I'm not even gonna tell you anything, just talk to your therapist about it. And she was just like, I was like, well, your mom is right. You know, I always try to stay in the middle because at the end of the day, those are still your parents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, all the disrespect and all the snappiness, you know, especially with the girls.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
What is with that? It's the hormones. I think it's the puberty and the hormones. They get in their cycles and they starting to have these little attitudes.
You don't understand, Mom. You don't understand. Your mom, I don't know what it is, but their moms don't understand. And I'm like, girl, your mom's been you before. Yes. Yeah.
My daughter, she kind of talks to me sometimes, but it has to be, she has to get really hurt about something or mad about something, then she'll go ahead and talk to me. It has to be that serious.
Yeah. Is she a daddy's girl? A little bit.
Not really.
Not really?
She's
on her own island.
She's an independent she's always been independent.
Well, she didn't steal it. She got two parents. With two parents, I'm like, have you looked at yourself?
She's definitely,
she's that girl.
She's definitely.
It is all gonna work out. Like, they're always listening, whether y'all think they're not. They listen.
Well, that's good to know. She's gonna be a successful entrepreneur.
She will. She got two parents that are getting it. Okay.
Yes. So tell me about So did you go to school for mental health counseling? Are you like a nurse?
I'm a therapist. So I went to school for health. And then I decided, like, hey, I don't want to do that. At first, I was in school for nursing, and then I changed it, and I went for education. So I went ahead and got my teacher certification, and I taught English for 10 years. And then I said, I don't like the academic side of it. Like, I can do it, but it wasn't something I was in love with. But I was good at building rapport with students. So then I said, well, okay, let me do school counseling. And the only thing I don't really like about school counseling, I did that for about 4 years. The only thing I don't like about that is that you really don't have a lot of time to focus on the social and emotional side. You're supposed to, but you really don't, because they have you doing other stuff.
Right.
And so that's when I decided, okay, I'm going to transition. And so right now I'm taking some classes. I do therapy online, but I'm taking some classes so that I can have my own agency.
Oh, cool.
Because I kind of want to recruit other therapists to cater to adolescents. So that's the goal within the next year, is to build an agency of me.
Oh, I like
but you have to be me, though. Like, when I say
that's impossible. Okay.
But when I say that, I'm saying, you understand, as an entrepreneur, it's like, I want to groom them to be relatable and build relationships, because I can't be everywhere every time. Because I have one student I gave away I gave him to another therapist because his schedule's kind of crazy.
Oh, okay.
And so I got an email like, hey, he's like, nah, I need to be back over there. So that's what I mean. Like, just
you have to do some serious
some serious training and making sure that, people are leading with their heart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the key.
Yeah. That's the key.
Instead of the paycheck.
Right.
Of course, we still want to get paid, but
but the money's gonna come
eventually. As long as you're doing it from the heart.
It'll come.
That's how I feel too. That has always been my motto.
Yeah.
You mentioned one of your biggest challenges has been staying consistent and making time for your own wellness.
Yeah.
What practices help you stay grounded when everything is moving so fast?
I think taking self-care days for me, I know it looks different for everybody, but like going to the gym, working out, making sure that, you're just taking a day when you feel like you need a day, because you can always find something to do, especially as an entrepreneur. Like,
yes,
when I leave here, I said I brought my clothes, I'm going to go clean the studio. So like, there's always something to do. But like yesterday, I was like, nah, I'm going to go get my eyebrows done. Like, I'm going to go do some stuff. And I didn't go to the studio. But just finding time for you, whether that's getting up earlier and taking an hour or something like that. Like, because it's easy to just let yourself just go through the motions every day.
True.
But I mean, you have to enjoy life too. Like, you're working and working and working, but you also have to enjoy life. And I love a vacation.
Oh, don't.
I love it. I want to travel, y'all.
I want you to just travel 24/7, okay? Yeah. Life is a vacation. Work is just work
right
when you feel like it, but life is a vacation.
Right. But we gotta get some money. But yeah, that's something I would love to do every day. But I try to do that often too. So those are some things that I do. That's it.
Well, that's good. So your East Downtown Studio, tell us about the vibe there and how creators are using the space to bring vision to life.
It's more of a homey vibe. So we do appointment only. It's not like you could just stop by and come in. So it's appointment only because we want people to feel like, when I come here, this is my space.
Okay.
And so we don't want you to ever have to feel like somebody's in the space. You don't feel comfortable. There's a lot of stuff that goes on at a studio, especially when you're recording.
Right.
You want to feel as comfortable as possible. So it's an open space. We have a psych wall. Like I said, we do digital courses. All things editing. We have an LED screen where people kind of do. I use it for my podcast, but you can use it for different things, teaching, all that stuff. Pretty much everything in the studio is like movable.
Oh.
So you can move pieces and play with stuff just to see what you like and what your vibe is. So that's kind of the feel that we were going for when we got that space. I know that we're probably going to outgrow it soon. So our next goal is we want to own the building, right?
Yeah.
Teaching ownership is something that we've been learning and like looking into. And there's another studio owner in Virginia. Her and her husband bought the building. And so I've been talking to her because we want to go out there just to see in the process.
Oh.
Start to get prepared. Yeah, because if we're paying what we're paying right now monthly, I mean, I'm sure we can get our own building.
That's for sure.
So that's where we are with that.
I love that. I see that. I went to your Instagram page. I saw that looked like you and your husband did it all yourself. Like we did. Me and my husband came in here. We did wall for wall.
Yeah.
So that was fun, wasn't it?
It was fun. I mean, we had some people come in to help us with some stuff, but man, it's fun because you're in the creative process. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of work.
Yeah, and then you have to teach people how to value your stuff.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, they don't value your stuff. And she knows what I'm talking about. And it's like, I gotta teach you, So just that. But I love the people we work with. Like,
that's good.
Right now we're in a mindset of everybody's not your client. And so you gotta kind of know who your client is, because I think when we're in the hustle mode, we're like, oh, gotta get money, gotta get people in. But as we grow, we're like, okay, yeah, you probably want to go see this person because they probably can help you.
True.
And it's okay, because guess what? You're gonna benefit on the back end. So this year I've given away one client. Yeah, I've gave them to another studio because I felt like it was a better fit for them.
So do y'all rent out the place monthly, or how does that
Every
work?
week, every day.
What?
Yes, ma'am.
So how do we started out wanting to rent this place out, but then we kind of got attached to it and decided not to even rent it out.
Oh, really? We
Yes.
use it. We use the space. Now, my husband, he's using it right now. He's recording, but we just work our stuff into the schedule. So everybody has a members link. And so they paid already for the month. They just go in and book their time whenever they want to come in. And the schedule shows them what's blocked off, what's not.
So how do y'all advertise y'all space? Do y'all do it on Peerspace or?
We're on Peerspace. I mean, I like Peerspace. The thing about Peerspace is they take a large percentage of your money.
They do.
And so the business side of me, and when I'm looking at numbers, I'm like, woo, I like Peerspace, but I mean, I need you to go to my website. Like, you know, you can't do that when you're on Peerspace. So if we get somebody from Peerspace, we never do that. But if they just find us, we rather them book through our website, of course, because we get all the money. So that's the only thing I dislike about Peerspace. But we are on there. But most of the time, we just market online. We run ads. Referrals are key. Treat your people good. They'll bring you more people. So we love that. And they bring us more people all the time. Like, all the time. So we have another business that we run, and it literally runs off of referrals.
What? So
you'll get to a point where the marketing kind of...
Wow. What business? What is it?
Depending on your clientele. My husband has, it's like a streaming business, but he has a lot of distributors underneath him.
Oh, cool.
And so they get a residual income every month. So they kind of, right now we're like on this mode. You know, when we first started, it's kind of like network marketing. Really.
Okay.
Yeah. So that business runs itself, but right now we're like, we need to get this studio to where we don't have to be here 24/7. So that's kind of where we are. Yeah.
Understandable. We're going to take a break, and we're going to be right back. We are back, everybody. Boss Woman Network. Still here with Miss Courtney Christten. I want to finish where we left off in case we decide to rent this place out in the future. I got some questions. So when you first started marketing your building, what did you do to get people in there in the beginning?
It was so funny. So I'm going to go back a little bit. We started so we have a podcast, my husband and I, it's called One Marriage, Two Hustlers.
I love it.
Yeah, we started in our house. And so we took, our house is a little weird because our kitchen is upstairs. Yeah, it's.
Are you in one of those 3-story?
It's like a 3-story townhome.
Oh, okay.
And so at the bottom, it's like a bedroom and all this, like an open space. And so we turned that whole area into our studio. Oh, cool. And so we would invite people over because you can bring them straight through the garage. And so they would come over and they're like, oh, I want to use the space. Can you... You know, and I was like, the woman in me is like, no. My husband was like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. And so eventually we're like, okay, let's find a space. And so we were in like an office building that we turned into a studio. It was a smaller space because we're like, oh, we're just going to record. And then the other room will rent out. And then we can have like meetings and stuff in the front. Cute spot. We did it. We decorated it. Super cute. We outgrew it quickly.
Wow.
Yeah, so we moved across the street to the next building because it had a larger space. We stayed there. And we were like, this is not conducive for what we're trying to do. We had the clientele, but of course we wanted to grow. And then we were on the north side, so it was pretty far. Oh. And we had clients driving from Pearland.
Wow.
Sherland. So they were coming because they liked the product and they liked us. But we're like, we got to get centrally located if we want to compete and if we want to get more clients. So that's when we found the space in downtown Houston.
That's a great area.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in a great area. We're right across from U of H.
Yeah,
we are like...
Amazing.
Amazing.
I'm surprised you don't have the college kids coming in there too.
Yeah, I mean, They come for like photo shoots.
Oh,
So like photographers will rent out our psych room because we have like all the lights, all the stuff. We let them do whatever they want to do.
oh, I love it.
Yeah, so they'll rent it out, and like a couple of them had a birthday shoot there last week. And I like those kind of bookings because we don't do nothing. We're just there. It's kind of like, okay, y'all got the space. I make sure y'all got everything y'all need, stuff like that. But that's an easy booking, but that's how we got started. So yeah, that's a little bit about our backstory.
Wow. So basically your podcast, you were just podcasting, inviting guests on, and then those guests was like, well, let us rent the place.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because, I'm gonna tell y'all. So if y'all know anything about business, you want to make sure your funnel is in place.
Most definitely.
And so we've turned a multiple number of our people that we had on our podcast, and just from seeing us into clients. And so just using your platform like that, because that's why you want to be strategic about who you bring on your podcast sometimes, depending on your topic, depending on what you're talking about. Because some of them could potentially be clients, or they can bring you clients. So it can work, both ways. Because you may have somebody who lives on the other side of town, and you're like, oh, I don't want to travel over there. Well, if you're not coming to us, then go up here because it's closer for you. So you want to make sure that, you're always networking and you treat people good, because you never know who knows who.
That's so true.
So that's the thing. True. You never know who knows who. And stay on your game. And that's why I love what you're doing, because you're teaching people how to automate their business.
Yes.
Because you have to compete. Like all of this, I don't like AI. I don't like this. You have to be able to compete. So when people say, we're not in competition, we're collaborating. Yeah, but if I'm not doing the same thing you're doing, we're kind of in competition, and that's okay. Like, we don't have to be mean about it, we don't have to be rude about it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I mean, it is what it is. We had another studio contact us like, hey, don't contact our clients. And we're like, we didn't contact your clients. Like, we're on Google, like, we're everywhere. So they found us, of course. But I mean, if you do what you do, just do it at the highest level so your clients won't leave.
Wow.
Yeah. Deep. It's deep. And I thought that was weird.
There's so many studios and podcast places and everywhere around.
In Houston, 100.
That is crazy.
Know your competition. Know your competition and say, okay, hey, they're doing something over there. I gotta see. Like, study your craft so that you won't have to worry about it. Because if we have a client leave, maybe we're missing something. Maybe we need to work on our customer service. I'm not saying it's always the business owner, but because it can't be the clients. That's a whole other story. But make sure that you're bringing your A game so that if they leave, you can say, hey, that's good, because I know I did what I was supposed to do. So
I love that.
Yeah.
I need to check out your studio. I need to see what the competition is.
No, for real though.
No. You're not my competition, because I don't look at other podcast studios as competition.
Yeah.
Because we all
offer something different too.
We all can make money.
We can, but we all offer something different. So I may not be able to offer AI and automation. That's not my...
I'm surprised.
Do I use it? No, yeah, he's having an AI business. He's all into it. Yeah. I use it, but do I want to teach it? Do I want to? That's not what I want to do. Yeah. And I think that's another thing. You have to stay in your lane.
Stay in your lane.
Because we like to, let's try this because she's doing it. Like, no, I like to do that.
I refer you over there. They do this and do that and do this. I don't do that.
Right. And I think, I'm going to say this. I might get canceled, y'all. But African American people, we just have to do business different. Like, we have to learn how to do business different, y'all. We just do. And we have to think different. And in Houston, especially, I just see a lot of, there's some people who are doing their thing and they're genuine and they bring what they bring to the table. What they offer is what you get. And then there's another group of people that they look like they offer something, but when we get to the core of what's really going on, that's not really what it is.
Man.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to refer somebody to you if you're not going to
follow through.
Yeah.
I experienced that. I'm so serious about the business. I could be, I think sometimes I can be considered too serious. So people don't understand why you're so serious. Because while people sleeping, I'm up working.
Yeah. And you're no thoughts of both. I was telling my husband, I was like, she has such a sweet voice. I love her voice.
But that's a lot of times people take people like my soft-spoken voice for granted. I don't know if you saw, I'm going to be talking about this today. I don't know. And I guess my voice comes out in my posts on social media too. Because on Threads, I got a tag the other day. I don't know if you saw that on Threads because I said 70% of Black women have master's degrees. But I was talking about within our community, you know, in the full Black community, 70% of women have master's degrees. But I didn't clarify that. I was just specifically celebrating Black women and talking about that. And all of the non-Black people attacked me on Threads. They were calling me nigger. Just all. It was like, it got 48,000 views on that Thread post. And then like over 500 and something people, or 400, because maybe 100 was positive Black women. But the other 400 was all negative attacks from non-Black people telling me that I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. White people have to hide. You know, they was just really mad. I was like, wow.
So it's kind of hard to celebrate, you know, like your people without being. And I had this conversation with one of my clients the other day because they're Hispanic and they're bringing like a large group of Hispanic podcasters to our studio. And so, you know, we were talking about diversity and like, how can we bring each other together without it always being, you know?
Yeah.
And so we're really thinking about doing something in the realm of everybody being together.
I love
because it's kind of so separate.
It is. I literally got cursed out on social media a few years ago by a young lady I used to work with. And I'm over it now and I don't take it personal. She's just very serious about the Black community and all the struggles that Black people go through and have experienced throughout history. And I'm talking about, I'm for all people. You know, I feel like we're not going to be able to make a change unless we all come together. But it was just a clash in that. Because I definitely understand her pain and her stand on what we've been through as Black people and how serious she is about it. But I understand that, but I also understand that in order for us to really seriously make a change, we got to all come together.
Yeah. And I think we don't realize that, you know, we can still have a heart for our people and have a heart for everybody else. Because we're asking people not to be a certain way with us, but then the energy we're reciprocating back and says something different. Because it's like, again, it goes back to when you grew up. Your mom taught you to treat people how you want to be treated. And it's like, that's not what's happening. Like, I can still be pro-Black without treating people like dirt. You know what I'm saying? Or treating people like, like, you can still represent your community without. And I think that's a better way to represent your community.
Yes.
By being classy and being like for everyone.
For everybody. Because we all go through some type of struggle. And especially women, I don't care what color you are. You can, whatever color, even white, Black, Asian, we all go through some type of struggle. Just being a woman, being a wife, being a single mom, or just a single woman, being of a different culture. It's something that we're going to be going through as women. Yeah. So
that's true.
We can all relate in some way.
God, I'm so sorry that happened. That's crazy.
I did, and I had to specify. Listen, I'm talking to the Black. I am a Black woman speaking from two Black women from a Black perspective.
And it's like, do your research. You can do the research for yourself, and if I'm wrong, then just say, "Hey, no, I found this."
They did. They were like, it is 70% for Black women in the Black community, not in all.
Like, y'all didn't ask me. That's what I was. Right. But at least I got the number right.
Right. And so I was like, correct. That's exactly what I was talking about. They was like, you meant to do that. You was baiting, whatever they called it. Like, I was not. I was genuinely not.
But while y'all are over here, make sure y'all follow her.
Yes.
Right. why y'all over here.
I told them what you can do is go celebrate the women in your communities because we're all going through something. Being a wife, a mom, a business owner, entrepreneur, employee. Go celebrate them because we all deserve to be celebrated. Because I'm celebrating our community. Yeah. So, and I celebrate all women. If you look at the Boss Woman Network podcast, you'll see a little bit of everybody. You'll see Asian, Hispanic, white, just Black, everybody, because I don't discriminate. I love everybody, and I believe we all, can make a difference and learn from each other. Yeah. And so that's what the Boss Women Network is about. Although we're transitioning to CEOSS in January.
I love it. Look, she's already forward thinking. I love that. No, I like that. I think that's gonna be a good transition. Like, it's gonna be
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know we got off topic, but hey, that's what a good interview. That's what a good interview is. Okay. So, and I know you have a new book coming out soon. Mm-hmm. Can you give us a sneak peek into what that's about and who it's for?
So my book, it's for anybody really. It is an extension of my podcast. Oh. So my podcast is Allow Yourself Grace, and it's a self-help book, really. I'm telling my story, but I'm also giving tips and tools that I've used that, you could possibly implement to, give yourself some grace, because we're so hard on ourselves, and also giving other people grace, because we want grace, but we don't want to extend it. And so my book is about all the things, the journey it took to really get here. And that was nothing but the grace of God. So that is what the book is about. And it's for everybody. It's should be coming out at the beginning of November. I'm just working on like the cover and stuff right now. It's in editing. So
cool. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It took me a while to finish this job, because again, I did say I struggle with being consistent, but I had people holding me accountable. Thank God.
That's a blessing.
That's why
we all need that.
Yeah, we all need that. So if you're thinking about joining, am I saying it right, Leilani?
Leilani, you got it. That's it.
Yeah. If you're thinking about joining her, you should definitely do that, because you want to be connected to people who can hold you accountable and check in with you.
Oh, but everybody don't like that, because I am that person in your life. If you're around me, you're either going to excel, because you're going to either want to compete with me, but in a positive, healthy way.
Yeah.
You're going to want to do better. You're going to want to excel. Or either you're not going to like me because I'm going to be giving you a hard time, because I'm not going to let you be lazy. I'm not going to let you get depressed and just not focus on what you have to focus on, because we all go through struggles. We all get depressed. Life always be lifing, but you still got to keep going, because as you keep going, it gets better, because you start forgetting about all the stuff you're going through, because you start seeing your progress, and your process is helping you grow and as you go. So I'm going to be that person that's going to tell you, no, I don't care what you're going through. I'm going to pray for you, but we ain't stopping. We're going to keep going. That's what we're going to do.
And y'all need that. Okay? Y'all need that. Y'all know y'all need it. That's why y'all watching right now. For real. We all need that, y'all. My husband be reminding me did you do this? Did you do that? Yeah. I'm on it.
My husband does do that to me too. And I actually get mad because I already be on top of it. I'm like, I'm already on it.
We get snappy.
But, I do slip sometimes. I'm not going to lie. We all human. Then I get mad at myself. I'm like, dang.
He right. We don't want to say it.
How long have you been married?
I've been married 7 years.
Oh, okay.
7 years.
Y'all at that 7 year?
We've been together like 10 years. So, yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Marriage is real, y'all. It's real, but it helps. It helps.
It does.
I see why God designed it that way sometimes. Sometimes, y'all. Sometimes.
I'm going to tell y'all, marriage is not easy, and it is not for the weak. It's not for the faint. I'll tell you one thing for sure. But the bonus that I've experienced is, man, if your man credit bad, but your credit is good, y'all can still win. You can just help him build that credit, put him on your card as a authorized user, help build his credit back up. Or if you lose your job, but they still working. Y'all can still keep things going. I mean, that has been teamwork blessing. Or when you're trying to get business loans and you're by yourself and you ran into hard times or you lost your job. Sometimes you don't even like to depend on family members because you don't want them in your business and know that you're going through a struggle. But when you have that partner, y'all can pick the other one back up and keep moving, because you're going to run into hard times unless you get married and you're wealthy.
Yeah.
But if you didn't get married wealthy, oh my God. So make sure you marry somebody that's a go-getter, though.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the blind will be leading the blind.
That part. And y'all have slim pickings out here. Y'all single people. I feel so bad for y'all, but it's somebody out there. I don't want y'all to lose hope, but I feel y'all. Y'all got to find somebody, like Leilani said, who is willing to be your teammate.
Yes.
And that's what everything that she said. That's all it is teamwork.
Teamwork.
Like, it's all about working together. So
it matters. All right. So next question. Mental health is clearly the core to your brand. How do you balance being a safe space for others while honoring your own emotional needs as a business owner?
I think not getting emotionally attached. And that's something that I had to learn, because I used to take everybody's problems home. And, having boundaries in place is key.
Ooh.
Yeah. And giving it to God, because you can't help everybody. Like, you can't physically go to their house and make sure they're doing it. I'm seeing 100 people. I can't, I just can't. And so, especially kids, because they didn't ask to be here.
That's so true.
And it tugs on your heart. I'm not going to lie to y'all and act like, it's all good, but just making sure you keep boundaries, because it's easy to get attached to.
I can imagine.
And you want to adopt everybody. You want to take everybody in. But
I'm surprised you haven't adopted somebody.
Right.
Do you plan on having your own kids? Or?
I do. I thought about adoption. There's just so much that comes with adoption. So when I did look into it, I was like, okay, this is more than what I thought. When you really look into, it's not like, just getting a kid, but all that comes with that. So you want to make sure that it's a good choice. And at the time, it just wasn't a good choice for me. But I think it's still something that I'm considering. So, yeah, for sure. But, yeah, I mean, I always say I have enough kids, y'all. I tell my friends, you get one babysitting night a month. Pick one.
One a month.
Because my nieces and nephews, they don't like to go home, y'all. They want to stay. They want to, when I'm coming to your house. So, I always say I can borrow y'all and take y'all back. But if it's in God's plans, hopefully next year. That's kind of where I'm at, because the business is kind of where it needs to be. So
that's good.
Because you don't want to wait too long.
No, so I waited a long.
You did.
But it's okay.
It was worth it, though.
Yeah,
because now you're established. You know what I'm saying?
I did have one when I was younger, and then I had two more when I was older.
Okay.
And the experience is way better than when I was younger.
Right.
Because when you're young and you have kids, so to the younger kids out there, if you looking, listening, having kids when you're young is good. The benefit I see of it is you get to kind of grow up with them. I used to jump into the McDonald's and be playing in the game. When they doing all that, every time we go to the park, I'll be sliding and playing because I was still younger. But when you get older, as an older parent, what I will say as a younger parent, I didn't have the knowledge that I needed to be able to really pour into my child, because I had them straight out of high school. So I wasn't really mentally prepared for that. You physically can have a baby, but you really have to be mentally prepared to be a parent. So I wasn't prepared for that. So I didn't really have the knowledge to really give him the right advice. I gave him, being a decent, good person, you're going to give the best of your ability of the advice you could give. But it took me, going to get back into school, going to college and finding myself. And then I had kids again later on. And now I'm a way better parent. Although I don't jump into the stuff. I didn't do all of that.
No.
I wasn't playing and all that, but I got way better advice. I can help with schoolwork better. I was even helping my oldest with his college work and helping him with papers and passed all his exams and stuff like that.
Isn't it funny how God worked? It worked out.
It worked out.
And your journey looked probably not how you planned.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, sometimes I didn't get married either when I was younger. So if you're gonna have kids younger, boy, I would tell you, make sure you are married and got a good husband or wife that y'all are building together. Because at no matter what age, if you marry somebody and both of y'all are in it to be partners and grow and learn and raise your children, it'll still turn out just fine.
Yeah.
Because it really takes two to really a village, but it really would be better for the child to have both parents in the home and you're really pouring into them and raising them, and y'all can help each other as you're going through those growing stages of trying to figure out life, because it's hard when you're young. It's even hard when you're older getting married if you don't have it all together, but at least you kind of mentally
it's imperfectly perfect, right?
Yes.
Because man, we're all a work in progress.
Most definitely.
Sometimes you do stuff and you're like, why did I do that? But we're all learning. And I think parents have to know you're learning right along with your kids.
Yes.
Depending on what it is. Mm-hmm. Because it could be something you've never encountered. And you're like, whoa, hold on.
True. That's so true.
Yeah. Especially the bullying thing right now.
Oh my God. Yes.
Is like, because I've never experienced it.
I did.
Yeah. Okay, so you're easy. You can relate.
I can relate.
Yeah,
I think being a shorter person, then I was smaller, skinnier in high school, and then being a nice, soft-spoken, I gave her I was an introvert, still an introvert, but I'm better with it now. But being that way, it causes people who want to bully you.
They think that they can. Let's say that they think they can take it.
They think.
They see you get tired. You go like, okay, what? Who are you talking to?
My kids out of school. They're homeschooling because of the bullying.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah. I'm not even. It's bad. It's bad. There's a lot of kids doing homeschool right now.
Really? So most of the kids that you've been working, they're homeschooled. Yeah, because of the bullying.
A lot of bullying, a lot of emotional disorders. I feel like teachers right now, they're getting into social and emotional, but a lot of teachers just, we're here to teach. Mm-hmm. And I think when you teach, you gotta kind of shift that mindset and know that you're more than a teacher.
Right.
You're gonna wear multiple hats.
True. But them kind of make it hard for them to focus on that because they have all these quotas and all that.
And they stuff all these kids in one class, one teacher. You're outnumbered.
Yeah, that's a lot on the teachers.
It's a lot. Yeah, homeschool is a good option if you can. No, everybody can't do that, but yeah, that bullying thing is. It's crazy.
Because I had to go to the school because and then one. My son was in a diverse elementary school, and the little boy called him a monkey. A little, black hair. Called him a monkey, and then my son punched him in the mouth. And the little boy went flying off the classroom, but they got expelled, and I was like, that was the last straw because it just kept happening in his classroom. He was the only little black kid in there. So I just took him home. He wanted to come home back out. To go back into home.
Because it's like he doesn't want to be that person.
Right.
But it's like, y'all are forcing me to be this person.
Yeah, if he's definitely not that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's tough. Because it's like, as a parent, what do you tell him?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want my baby getting beat up.
Mm-mm.
And I don't want him not to know how to defend himself. But I don't want him being mean either. So you're kind of like torn. So I get it.
And then it's the bad part about it is my kids are not having a real social life because they're not in school.
That's
so
what I
it's
was gonna say.
Benefit of it, but then they don't really have a social life.
Yeah, and then so finding what I'm noticing is that a lot of parents they're getting together. So they're finding like other homeschool parents. If you look on Facebook, there's like different groups. So you can find in your area and they'll meet up at like the jumping place or whatever, like around your kid's age, just so the kid can eat lunch together and talk and like once a week or once a month, just to have friends. Because
to check into that.
That's the main issue. Yeah, that's the main issue. And then check and see if they have the social skills class. Because whenever I attend art meetings for some of my kids, I always recommend that because they get to play games, they get to talk to other kids in there. It's online, but still,
Okay. I think that homeschool program does have the social skills class.
Yeah.
Or rather, one in person.
In person.
I think they have one at the YMCA. I'm gonna check into that.
Check into it because they do need it. And some kids don't want to do it. They're like, I want to be home, but I'm like, no,
you gotta have
to get out there.
Social life.
Yeah, because not everybody likes sports. I mean, so you gotta kind of find.
Yeah, and they're such introverts.
Yeah,
it's like me. So if they would have had they had it. But if my mom would have put me in homeschool back then, I would have been
you
so
probably
happy.
would have had no friends either.
No,
like she would have been like, I'm good.
But being an introvert, you don't really have any.
You don't.
Are you one?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I am. Like, this is big. This is big for, even starting my own podcast is big for me.
That's the reason why I did it. So I can kind of step. So is that the same for you?
I mean, for me, it was more like God was tugging on me, like, you need to do it. And my husband was like, you need to do it because you do talk. And I'm like, well, I talk when I need to.
Right.
I don't just like go out saying be friends with everybody.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying. I don't even know how to explain it. But
another introvert will get it.
I saw your face and I'm like, I don't know, but
I get it.
Sorry, y'all.
Totally.
I'm just not.
Totally. It doesn't myself go and make friends or try to reach out to people and try to insert myself. It doesn't work.
You still feel excluded. Like you're there, but you still feel okay.
Yep.
You get it.
I've always so now I'm at a place where no more me taking the initiative to just reach out and try to build or work like I was doing, because it doesn't work like that. Most of the time it's always some extroverts and I'm the only introvert in the room, and I'm not the person you can relate with. You don't relate to me. You don't even understand me because
my friend group, they're probably like over here twerking on the table, whatever, and I'm just like,
and I'll be that's me.
I'm over here minding my business. And I'm like, okay, y'all, enough, let's go.
Yes.
That's
me. That was me with my cousins to the point where they stopped inviting me.
Yeah. I see my cousins all the time. And like, she thinks she bougie. It's not even about that, y'all.
Yes, it's not.
I don't understand.
It's not bougie. It's just you're in your head. Your anxiety, you're nervous, you're uncomfortable. This is not your element, but you try.
Yeah. What do they think about, I was going to ask her, what do they think about you being on camera?
You know what? They haven't told me. They're proud. My cousins that have told me, they said that they're proud of me for stepping out and doing this, especially my mom, because they all think I'm weird. Because I be to myself.
Do they secretly watch your stuff?
I think so. Yeah. My mom will tell me. I think they secretly.
They'll tell me.
They don't support it online or anything.
But they watch it.
But
they're watching. And I'm like, oh, you watch my stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Because when you're an introvert, it's kind of like, hey, everybody's watching me. I didn't know that.
My family think I'm weird, so it's okay. I love y'all.
Okay,
anyway.
Well, see, I'm not the only one.
But now I got my husband, so we be weird.
Don't even go there. That's a whole nother thing.
Oh,
you're always with him. Okay.
Same. We're attached at the hip.
We are.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, hey, there's a group of us out here, y'all. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. We love y'all.
We love y'all. But I'd rather be with my husband. I'm tagging along. I'm going with him. I'm right there. If it wasn't for me coming here, because I don't usually drive, he's the driver. He drives you everywhere.
Me too. I was like, I gotta drive. He was like, yeah, because I was like, all right. I was like, okay, I just drive.
Oh my God. Another person like me, y'all. Hey.
We go everywhere together, y'all.
Same. Well, either I'm at home and he got to handle his business, but I'm either at home or he's driving. And he don't mind driving. That's what I love.
I know. I never drive either. I'm a passenger. Look, I can drive. Don't get me wrong, but I just
can drive, but don't prefer it.
Yeah.
No. Especially at night. I'm not driving. All right. I think this is... Oh, you said collaborations matter.
Yeah.
But they have to be aligned for sure. We were just talking about that. What makes a collaboration feel right to you, and how should women approach building partnerships with intention? Oh my God. If you know the answer to that, please tell me.
I think, like, for me, like, even for my podcast, when I look for people to bring on my podcast, I'm looking for a certain aura. I'm looking for a certain, okay, what are they talking about? I'm looking for certain things because I've been on the side where it's like, oh, can I come on your podcast? I'm like, yeah, great. Come on my podcast. But then I'm like, why did I bring this person? I'm not, it is no shade. There's nothing mean about it. It's just that I needed to be intentional. I need to be purposeful. And I need you to be able to pour into the people that are watching and listening and purpose. And so I think that's just where I'm at with partnerships too, because it's always like, even when I go into it, so I'm getting your vibe over here. So even when I go into it with a mindset of, okay, yeah, let's work together. I'm ready. I'm ready. Yeah. Because when I get there, I'm ready. I don't want to stop. Yep. I don't want to take breaks. Nope. I'm like, let's do it. And this person is all about it. And then it's like, okay, where they at? Okay, I thought you were. And then it's like, oh, well, and I'm like, oh my God. So I think, you just have to look and say, okay, does this person really, really have something? Show me everything you have. And if you're serious about this, let's do it. Because one thing I hate is like starting something or going to do something and not finishing it. Yeah. Like, I don't, and I'm like, I thought myself sometimes because I'm like, I knew your character. Yeah. But I tried to give you a chance. Me too. And so I think now I'm just going with that gut, that discernment, because I mean, you just can't partner with everybody. Sure. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But you just can't, because it's like, you're going to exhaust yourself out, and they're over here like chilling. Yes, and you're doing all the work. Oh my God, all the work. And my husband be like, I told you. Yes, same. Don't even say that. He's like, I don't even know why you tried to do that. Yeah. You like to be by yourself. All the stuff, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you're right. But we're trying to be girls. Yep. But I mean, girls also have to make sure, and women, we have to make sure that we're being the person that we want. Right. Because when you take advantage of people, they tend to disappear. Like, I'm not staying around, because I'm like, really? Or they want, this is another pet peeve. We're going to finish probably with this. People want stuff from you for free on your business side. And it's like, it's my business. Like, I have a business partner. So it's like, I can't just be like, yeah, you can come do this for free, or because it's a business, and it's nothing. And like, sometimes I'll even be like, okay, well, let me see if I can work a deal, can do this. It's never good enough. So I just stopped doing it because I'm getting the backlash from my husband. And I'm like, why am I bringing problems to my household? To just have a friend. Like, it's just not worth it, y'all. And, I hope everybody understands that when people have a business. When I book my friend for my eyelashes, when I book my friend for her tax services, I go through their website. And pay. And I pay. That's it. Like, I'm a customer. Right. You're still my friend, but I'm not going to text you. I'm going to do whatever the system is. I'm going to follow it. Girl. Yeah. That is... I literally, anybody that's been around me, I have paid for their services. I do not go in getting anything for free, but they have not returned the favor. It's just always me being the one to spend or sending business their way, but it has not been in the reverse. Yeah. I just had someone on my podcast, and she owns a business too, and we were talking about that. So I think it's like a real thing. It's weird. It's a real thing. Like, people just don't understand. Like, I don't know how much money, blood, sweat, and tears you put into buying your cameras, decorating your spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a lot. Like, how dare I downplay it and be like, yeah, can I have a mixer here? I'm just gonna, it's not gonna be for a long time. You're gonna be like, what? I gotta turn the lights on, I gotta turn the air on, I gotta pay. It's just a lot, y'all. And so I think when you're around other women who have businesses, or they are trying to be a boss in a certain aspect of their lives, they get it. Some of them still think that you're supposed to. But those are the ones I'm talking about. Oh. When you get to the core, you're not really that. you're not really that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, I can look at your social media, I can see you and be like, oh, she's that girl. But then when I get to the core, because that's part of the core of who you are.
Okay.
You're showing me your character by not wanting to pay for my services. Are you kidding me?
That's true.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, your character, y'all got to work up. In Houston, for sure, y'all got to work on character.
Yeah, that integrity.
And it's not everybody, but that integrity is...
I say that all the time.
It's
all the
key,
time.
You know, and right now I'm just in a place where I'm like, I'm no longer going to sugarcoat stuff, but I do have to be careful with my words on how I word it. But I think saying it is key. So my husband and I started a series called Rapid Fire, where we're going to talk all things business. And we're just shooting questions that people give us, and we're going back and forth with the real honest answers, because we're all thinking it. And we all experience it.
We're gonna get ready to close it out, but I just had a couple of more questions for her, actually. So as someone that creates a space for growth and grace, what message do you want women listening to take away from your journey?
Allow yourself grace, guys. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. Make sure you're celebrating the small wins that we like to call small, but to some people they could be big, but just celebrate along the journey. I think along the way of life, we get caught in it always has to be grand. It always has to be big. It always has to be something extravagant. But I think that there's ways to celebrate without breaking the bank. There's ways to celebrate without having a big party. But always celebrate yourself, because if you look back on where you were last year, I'm pretty sure you're in a different spot.
Oh, yes.
And we don't celebrate that enough, because sometimes when you're in the frame, you don't see the picture. And you have to step out of the frame to really see, whoa, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did that. You have to step out to see the picture. And that's key. Giving yourself grace, giving your other people's grace. And sometimes you just step out of that frame and say, let me look at what I have right now. I could be a homeowner right now. Maybe I used to live in an apartment. You know, maybe I got a new car this year. Like, you worked hard to get there. So, you know, maybe your kids are overcoming things and you're like, okay, they're doing a lot better. Give yourself some credit and celebrate, because I know we don't like to hear this, but tomorrow's not promised. And so you want to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to live your purpose every day and be grateful, so that you don't live with regrets. Because we're always so focused on the future. Like, I got to do this because I want to be here by next year, that we forget to be in the now. Like, we forget to sit in the space that God has us in now. I just told my sister this. She's been trying to get into nursing school. There's been a lot of, you know, things going on with that. And I'm like, she's like, and I'm like, you have to go through the process, because the process is building you.
That's so true.
And a lot of times we want to skip the process. I want to skip it too, because I be like, God, I ain't signed up for this. I did not sign up for this. But it's like, if we skip it, then we're not going to be equipped to be in the space that we're asking to. So we all have to go through that process. And so just go through your process, but go through it with grace. Go through it with celebration. And most importantly, go through it with love, y'all. Be genuine. Be genuine. Treat people good. And I promise you, it'll come back to you tenfold. It will. It might not come tomorrow. It might not come the next day. But it's coming. And God doesn't work on your time. He has his timing. And it's going to come when he wants it to come and when you're ready for it to come.
Oh, that was a message. I loved it.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sure that helped a lot of people today with that message. Okay, so I guess we're gonna close it out here, ladies and gentles. Are you watching here?
The gentlemen are always secretly watching.
Yeah, they secretly are watching. All right, y'all. So, Courtney, thank you for being here and sharing.
Thank you for inviting me.
Today. I'm so glad to be able to meet you in person.
This is my first podcast as a guest, a solo guest by myself, because usually it's me and my husband, but I'm like, yeah, I get to go to something by myself. He's probably watching somewhere too.
Yes. So, but anyway, You are truly building a brand that allows women to be seen, heard, and healed. And we thank you for that, building that platform for the ladies. So ladies, you're here listening and you want to book studio time, check out Allow Yourself Grace podcast and go follow Courtney's journey. Everything will be linked in the show notes. Also, Courtney, do you want to give out any of your contact information?
Yeah, y'all can find me at Mrs. Why Now Is Your Time on Instagram. And then if you want to follow the studio page or my podcast page is AYG_Allow Yourself Grace. And I usually post on there weekly. Episodes come out every Wednesday. And the studios page is OM2H Creative Studios, HTX.
All right. Well, listen, don't forget, legacy doesn't come from perfection. It is built through consistency, compassion, and courage. And Courtney is proof of that. So until next time, guys, keep showing up, keep automating that business if you can, and never apologize for moving with grace.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Oh, that was